Now, if the government forces you to own and make it only 30% premium, for example, then you have to convert this into an opportunity and really, increase the volumes, partly offset the loss that you are making. So I think each individual one can make strategies. Typically, you try to see that you have maximum portfolio price control, which gives you leeway to increase prices by up to 10% every year as per policy. So you won't add products which are in, for example, when you're launching new products, right? You would typically prefer products which are not in any. So, and any new molecule by definition will not be in NLEM. They only put the current products in that list. So I would say it's a play having minimum possible put NLEM and don't add further. That's all you can do, because government, they will continue to have price controls. And I think when industry kind of learns to live with it, I guess.
Correct. And do you see the risk of generic being implemented in India and the removal of all branded sales?
Yeah. So I think ever since the Prime Minister there was a lot of flurry.
Yeah.
See, basically, in the Western world, let's say in US, Japan, Europe, there is government to push towards the generics. But I think what is there is that let's say if you want to launch a generic in US, you cannot just launch. You have to get the approval from the US FDA, which means you have to go through all T tests and you have to prove that it is equivalent and so on and so forth. So there's a rigor on the quality which is ensured. Unfortunately, in India, that is not, and that is where the challenge is. That how do you ensure the of a generic product? And I think that's where the India is. Now, whether it will come through, it's difficult to. I think chances are less because of these challenges. Maybe what they'll do is government supplies when they take. They might insist on generic thing, or they have this Jan Aushadhi outlets, which they are expanding. Jan Aushadhi outlets, they may supply generics at low cost. So that trend will continue. But I think shifting totally, it's not easy. Quality issues. I mean, in principle, as an Indian or let's say as an Indian citizen, it's a good thing. But the problem, I think, is how do you ensure quality?
Yeah, exactly. Fair point. Okay, that was helpful. Okay, just now the last thing is just a little bit just to get a sense of strategy of 2 or 3 names that I've mentioned. If you could just give a sense of how are they looking at India? How active are they at launching new products or building a sales team and a kind of aggression in the Indian market? So you could just start, just taking like a couple of minutes each on Pfizer. What is your view on Pfizer in building the India business, launching products, expanding sales force, etc.?
So Pfizer, I think it's more of a steady average growth company. I don't think they have been very aggressive launching new products, and whereas they have, also they have not really made such a big success as far as I know. So they have the historical products which are doing. They have very strong brands because they have been there for a long time. Those brands continue to do well. But they have launched any patented product, for example, which is way or I think it's more of a maintenance mode company. That's the way I feel. Either in terms of field force and so on. They did try to make efforts to make a foray into CNS, if I remember correctly, central nervous system. But I don't think it's a big success. I mean, the example, if you look at Pfizer, the world's number 1 product till recently was Lipitor, which is a statin. And in India, statin is a huge market, but Indian companies are the ones who have made money out of it. Pfizer, I think they launched very late. They launched at a very high price because of what and I don't think they have made any headway. Maybe they have some 2-3% market, something like that. Whereas statins is a huge, atorvastatin is a huge